Now, you know Kamala Harris, Biden's VP and heir apparent. Of course, her opponents also know her. They know her well because the Republicans have been preparing. They've been studying up in case this happened, in case Biden withdrew. The Republicans suspected that Harris could become the Democratic nominee, so they had some attacks ready. They even tried them out this weekend, even before Joe Biden threw in the towel. Take a look at this.
From the moment we take back the White House from crooked Joe Biden and Kamala, I call her Laughing Kamala. You ever watch her laugh? She's crazy. You know, you can tell a lot by her laugh. No, she's crazy. She's nuts.
But there's some bad news, actually. The Vice President, Kamala Harris, she doesn't like me. Kamala Harris said something to the effect that I have no loyalty to this country. Well, I don't know, Kamala. I did serve in the United States Marine Corps and build a business. What the hell have you done other than collect a check? What has she done other than collect a check from her political offices? And we have to give her credit, my friends. She did serve as border czar during the biggest disaster open border that we've ever had in this country.
Both Trump and his running mate attacked Kamala Harris. Trump went for the personal attack. He called her crazy. He also said, and I'm quoting, "Harris will be easier to beat than Joe Biden would have been." Now, those are standard Trump moves, ridicule and mind games. His VP pick went the other way. JD Vance took aim at Kamala Harris's track record on migration. Kamala Harris is in charge of securing America's southern border from Central American migrants. In July 2021, she announced a new strategy to address the root causes of migration from Central America. It's been 3 years, and she hasn't been able to address those root causes. So expect the Trump campaign to hound Harris about this. Another line of attack is how Harris enabled Biden, and this too has begun. Republicans say that Kamala Harris covered up Joe Biden's frailty and pretended that everything was fine. Expect this to be a recurring theme over the next couple of months. There will be other attacks, personal attacks and attacks on her track record as vice president and as a prosecutor before that. This is what the Republicans will go after. It's almost guaranteed. But there's more to a U.S. presidential race than just attacks. One of the other important factors is money. And yesterday, Kamala Harris got quite a bit of that. The Democratic Party received more than $50 million yesterday. In terms of donations, it was the biggest day for the party in at least 4 years. And this new war chest will be used against the Republicans, which is a problem for Trump. The Republicans were on course to surpass Democratic donations. Funding for Biden had dried up, especially after his disastrous debate against Trump. But now, Democratic supporters could be energized and more willing to loosen their purse strings. This might allow Harris to outspend Trump and reduce the popularity deficit in key swing states. Look at this poll from two battleground states, Pennsylvania and Virginia. It was conducted before Trump was shot, so it is a bit outdated. But one thing is clear here. Kamala Harris outperformed Joe Biden. The swing states leaned more towards the Democrats when Harris was the candidate. Trump has managed to create a gap between himself and Biden. That gap is narrower when he faces Harris. Add millions of dollars into that mix, and Trump could have a real challenge on his hands. But this does not mean that it will be smooth sailing for Harris. Remember, she's still polling behind Trump overall, and her rise will bring its own challenges. Two in particular, racism and sexism. In its history, the U.S. has elected only one African-American president, and that's Barack Obama. It has never elected an Asian American. Kamala Harris has a mix of both ancestries. Then there's the sexism. Only once before has a woman been a top U.S. party's presidential candidate. That was Hillary Clinton back in 2016. And she too was defeated. She was defeated by none other than Donald Trump. Throughout the 2016 campaign, Clinton faced sexist attacks. There was a flood of sexist anti-Clinton merchandise. Kamala Harris may face the same, if not worse, especially if Trump decides to lead a sexist campaign. So will Trump and the Republicans employ those dark arts, or will their campaign only focus on the issues? We'll see over the next 105 days.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On the show today, the T20 World Cup Vantage has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost.